Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Manya, and this is episode 5 of my Take Charge series. Welcome back everyone. My name is Manya, and I am an American citizen currently based in Japan. Today we're going to talk about a personal passion of mine, especially when it comes to women. And that is the way that we give up our own power in situations. Now, I want to be clear. I don't think you have to be in control or in charge of every single situation, but I do think that we erode our own power incrementally quite often just by the way we respond to certain situations. If you don't like the word power, and that's fine, words are important, but sometimes words are just words. For me, thinking about how I maintain my credibility in a room is the same as maintaining my power. I think we, especially as women, do a lot of things that hand over our credibility and really diminish us in other people's eyes. And today I just want to talk about two things that I've observed women do, especially in the workplace, but I think it could apply to situations outside of the workplace. So number one is we don't sit at the table. Now this could be an actual table, or it could be just being in the center of everything. Think about the last time you walked into a meeting situation and maybe there was a big table and then chairs around the walls on the outside. So there's chairs at the table and then chairs on the outside. Where did you sit? I want to encourage you to always sit at the table. Now, for a lot of women, this is very hard because we are taught not necessarily to put ourselves second, but really to think of others first. There's a subtle difference there, right? So you think about who in the room is higher up on the org chart than you. You think about whether it's appropriate in this particular meeting for you to sit at the table or not. But I want to offer that, unless it's been made explicit to you, such as the directors sit at the table and the assistant directors sit on the outside, something that applies to all people regardless of gender, that you start sitting at the table, because sitting at the table shows everyone else that you believe your input and your contribution is worthwhile. If you watch how men interact in these situations, for the most part, they don't hesitate to sit at the table. I don't know if they don't think about it. I'd have to actually ask a man that I've observed before I can answer that. But I spend more time watching women and how women interact in situations. And what I have observed is that even the women who are at the top of their departments often won't sit at the table. So I really think you give up a lot of your power and a lot of your credibility when you do not sit at the place where your voice is going to be heard the loudest. It is always the people at the table who speak first and with authority. Now, this doesn't have to just apply to a meeting situation. This could be a mixer or a party. Are you in the center of things? Do you hang out in the background? I want to start encouraging you to walk in to the room and walk right up to the biggest group and stand there. Say good morning, say good evening, say something. Put yourself in the middle of the action. That is how you meet people, and that is also how people meet you. And people want to meet you whether you believe it or not. The second way that women give up their power, and I will admit this one drives me absolutely nuts, and I've spent probably the last 20 years beating this behavior out of myself. This is how much I hate it. And this is when women unnecessarily apologize. I think that the apology is one of the most powerful statements we have. If you think about when you're in a fight, an argument with a significant other or with a very good friend, in my experience, a heartfelt apology can end that argument. When someone takes the time to say, I was wrong and I am sorry, that can change the entire atmosphere, the entire tenor of the exchange. An apology is powerful. So if this is true, then why do we just throw that importance away and literally apologize for everything? I see women apologize to inanimate objects. They'll apologize to the table they bumped into. I see women apologize for other people's behavior. It's their responsibility to apologize for their behavior, not yours. I see women apologize for things that really are not worthy of an apology. And every time that you do this, you diminish your power in the situation. Words matter. Phrases matter. When you use them is important, especially in the workplace, when you might have to work a little harder to have credibility depending on your situation. I know that I certainly did when I reached the height of my career and I was working alongside elected officials and people running the 13th largest city in the country. If I had spent a bunch of time using my words to diminish my own authority by apologizing, by talking about how terrible my presentation was going to be, or I was so sorry that I messed this up or messed that up, all the times that women spend putting themselves down is time that other people either have to spend telling you how great you are and reassuring you, which is frankly annoying, or they start to believe what you are telling them. It is really extremely important that you fake your confidence. That is what will retain your power in any situation. I don't care how you're actually feeling on the inside. Work on faking it, and then really work on sitting at the table, whatever that means in the situation, whether it's an actual table or not. Okay, ladies, get out there and retain that power and be confident in those situations. As always, thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.